Hello there, beautiful stunners. Welcome to today's reading with me, the high maintenance hippie, and Mr. Pumpkin over here because it is very, very close to Halloween. Now today's reading is a pick a card reading and I want to find out their late night thoughts about you. And they could be anybody who is on your mind. This reading is an 18+ reading, so if you are under 18, I ask that you avert your eyes, you avert your ears, and you avert your fingertips over to a video that is more suitable for you. But if you are 18 or over, you may stay with me here tonight and find out their late night thoughts about you. So if you want to delve into this juice with me, guys, I need you to pick one of these three piles. Pile number 1 is the 3 of Cups. Pile number 2 is the Wheel, and pile number 3 is the Emperor. I highly recommend that you go with your first gut instinct because Spirit is going to guide you towards the pile which holds the most accurate information for you. And once you have chosen that pile, I shall see you in your reading. Hello, fabulous pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out what are their late night thoughts about you when they sit awake at night and they start pondering over this connection. What are they thinking, pile number 1? Let's see if we can find out. So you guys chose the 3 of Cups, but I didn't tell you that that there's a sneaky 10 of Pentacles behind the 3 of Cups. And this tells me that this is a case of the person who acts very nonchalant. I think that's the phrase, isn't it? Isn't it French? Nonchalant? Nonchalant? Either way, this is the person who acts very coy, acts very carefree within your connection, but really underneath it all, they want to settle. They see something valuable within you. I don't know whether some of you are in a long-term relationship with this person. I don't know whether some of you are in a short-term relationship with this person, but there's been the questions of like, are we or are we not exclusive? I do also see secrets here within this connection, so I don't know whether some of you are aware of there being secrets within the connection. Okay, this could be finding out that somebody has like I was going to think of a really bad example. I'm going to say it to you so that you understand why I just paused, but I was going to say some of you may have found out that this person is your brother or your sister, and that's just the worst example. Literally an example. I do not mean this like realistically. I don't know why I jumped to that example in particular. That's an awful example. Stop. Whether you have found out something around maybe this person dated one of your exes, one of your friends previously, maybe this person didn't tell you that they were very close friends with an ex, maybe this person has like even seen somebody else behind your back within this relationship. Now I do want to say with those kind of secrets, I'm not here telling you that there is a secret if you do not already know what this is, okay? So for those of you who resonate with this and have had a situation like that, this part is for you. This is like a little thing for you to say, hey, look, I think we're on the same wavelength. But for those of you who do not relate to that, I am not telling you that there is a secret that you don't know about, because the secret can come in many different forms. This could be a secret as in like, why is this person not introducing me to their family? Why is this person not introducing me to their friends? Why is this person even like not being as kind of open and exaggerative about our relationship in public than they are behind closed doors? Because we all know we've had relationships like that, where behind closed doors they're like, you are the most amazing thing in the world, and then outside in the outside world, like they barely even want to hold your hand, and you're kind of like, But I do feel like your person, regardless of whatever this like secretive nature is, even if it is something along the lines of like infidelity or anything like that, this person fears intimacy. This person fears connection, commitment. This person has had like a very immature view on love, and I want to say a very avoidant view on love, and even accepting that for some of you that they're in love, or accepting that they're on the journey to falling in love. I do feel like there's like an over-romanticization, there's some over-romanticizing going on here, and I do think it's with your person. I think they expect a relationship to be like picture perfect, and whenever there's some kind of down or dip within a relationship, which is very normal, I've been saying it in my recent videos, whenever there's dips, whenever there's lows in relationships, these are moments of you guys have an opportunity to get to know each other on a deeper level, to get to know each other at your most vulnerable. Because when we have these lows, we get vulnerable. It really is an opportunity for bonding whenever you have these lows and actually understanding your partner at a deeper level. But for your person who we're talking about here today, they fear the lows because they only know losses when they have lows. So they may have a past of previous relationships where the other person couldn't accept the fact that they weren't perfect, or couldn't accept the fact that they had issues within the relationships, or they had, you know, their own views and their own thoughts. Okay, we could be looking at somebody who's dealt with previous people, even like narcissistic people in the past, where your person's had to literally be just like this perfect shell of a being to be accepted in some kind of way. And we could even be looking at their childhood as well, with like parents or family, or even like schooling and things like that. All right, so it does look like your person does have some like very, very deep traumas that they just haven't been dealing with, and they've been trying to avoid it. And whenever they start feeling feelings for somebody, they start sinking deep. And in these moments where they sink deep, they not only is when they start to bump into that trauma again, and they're like, oh, scary. They could even be having like physical reactions to kind of run, to kind of move, to kind of like break free from something that they don't even need to break free from. Okay, there's a lot of fear within this person, and I don't think they have like the belief in their own self-worth to feel that they're good enough for a loving, warm and solid, committed relationship. It's like all they know is loss. But the great news is, with this person, they are leveling up here. They are maturing. And I do see for a lot of you, this connection is going to be something long-term, is going to be something solid, is going to be something that you guys are going to build upon, because I've got Libra here, which is the sign of marriage. I've got Venus here, which is the sign of, well, it's the planet of love. Like, you guys like really fancy each other. And if you're wondering whether this person like super duper fancies you, I'm here to tell you, like, they fancy you. I don't know whether you guys look similar or whether you are just each other's perfect type, because that's also coming through here. And with the 8th house here as well, we've got like a very strong bond, okay? And this strong bond could be similar traumas. This could be strong bonding through sex as well. And I do have the 7th house staring at me again, which is, again, that's like that double marriage energy there for you guys. So I don't know whether you guys are married or whether you guys are on the road to getting married here, part number 1, because I've just snorted. Sorry, because we've got deep, deep bonds here. Deep, deep bonds. And this person wants to work through their traumas so that they can be healthier for you. But if they have shown any lack of interest or kind of that nonchalant kind of energy, I even want to say they're looking for an excuse to leave. Even the teeniest, weeniest little pitfall in your connection, like a teeny weeny little argument, for instance, could make this person go, this isn't what a relationship is supposed to be, okay, in whatever way that they speak, okay, or no, this ain't right, we shouldn't be, you shouldn't like pizza while I prefer pasta, like, no, this isn't right, no, I'm out. And you just being like, whoa, like, calm the F down, what the fuck? But again, it's that over-romanticization. Everything has to be perfect in their like world, because as soon as something's imperfect, they feel like they're gonna lose it. It's not that they're thinking that they deserve something perfect. It's not that they're thinking, oh my God, I'd only be able to be with something if it was perfect. It's generally because in imperfection, when they've shown imperfection in the past, they've lost something. Lost a relationship, lost friends, lost a scholarship, you know, all these kind of things, okay? Right. Now, there is so much you are yet to know about this connection. You're in the dark. And I think some of you even think that you're an option within this connection, but in reality, this person literally sees you as the Queen of Cups, and they are willing to take this risk. They are willing to ascend and mature and level up when it comes to this connection. Like, this person knows deep down, or you've made it apparent to this person, that they've got some leveling up to do, that they've got some traumas that they need to work through. And quite frankly, guys, when this, I know this is 18 plus, but you know, we will get there, because I'm sure we're going to get to like the sexies in a bit. We do have the 8th house out here, which is the house of sex. But this person is willing to make those moves for you. This person is willing to heal for you. And this is why I feel like this very, very strong, long-term energy with you guys, because I wouldn't see this leveling up energy here otherwise. But this person really does see you as the Queen of Cups. And they know that they're addicted, that they're codependent. They're so codependent that they're running away from their emotions. Like, this person is deep. I don't know whether you guys know that this person is deep. Now, we're looking at Scorpio energy here, and I think if you are dealing with a Scorpio, you have quite an idea that they are quite deep. But we've also got Venusian energy here, so we've got Libra here, we've got Taurus here as well. Okay, this could be your, these star signs could resonate to you as well. Okay, Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter, Moon, all right? You could have a Venus in the 8th house. You could have a Libra Venus, or they could have a Libra Venus. Or we could be looking at a Libra 8th house here as well. I do want to say, in your synastry, you guys, your Venus could be in their 8th house, or their Venus could be in your 8th house, or you both could have each other's Venuses in the 8th house. Whew, that would be pretty darn hot. But yeah. You are actually counterparts as well, which is so, so beautiful here, because they see you as the Queen of Cups. Beautiful, loving, caring. There's something around your body in particular here. I really think they're drawn to your stomach. And I even want to say, I think they're really drawn to your ankles as well. I don't know whether you like to wear like anklets, but they're really drawn to your ankles. I think they just feel like there's an elegance around your ankles. This could be somebody who has a bit of a foot fetish as well, and that's why they're loving the ankles. But there's something so natural about your connection. And I think once they start opening up fully and being honest about their wants, and them wanting to be more settled with you, when they let go of their fears, that as soon as they settle, you're going to up and leave. Like, as soon as they let go of that fear, you're going to be so connected. You're going to be so merged. But I do think you guys may have like similar physical appearance, similar traumas. Okay, there's a mirroring going on here as well. A little bit of a mirroring, okay? I don't think it's the most noticeable mirroring, but I think there's a slight mirroring. Maybe you both have the same trauma, but you both dealt with it in a different way. And when you delve deeper to try and find the cause of this trauma, you realise that, oh my God, we had something very similar happen, but I took it in this direction, you took it in that direction. But you are the counterparts. You're the Queen of Cups, they're the King of Cups. You guys could have a lot of water energy in your charts as well. I want to say you could have like the same moon, or you both could have water moons. That's coming up very strongly here. But unfortunately at the moment, this person is running away from their emotional side. They could come across as like a King of Swords, somebody who's very sharp-tongued, somebody who's very cold, somebody who's very calculating. But really underneath all, they're the King of Cups. As soon as they let loose, this person could be very much in their ego as well. I'm feeling that very strongly here. Okay, so at times they may say things that they don't mean, do things that they wouldn't do if they weren't trying to protect themselves from absolutely nothing, because they don't need to protect themselves from you. But their late night thoughts about you genuinely are, I want to be with this person long term. I want the house, I want the marriage, I want the kids. I don't know if this person's very business minded as well, because there's something coming through about them thinking about what you guys could do to make money together. This could be somebody who's always said that they wanted to start a business with their partner, or this could be somebody who's talked about wanting to start a business. It's me and you against the world, baby, is something I'm hearing as well. I don't know whether this person said this to you previously. But yeah, like, this is really sweet, because their late night thoughts about you aren't just actual. They are literally like long term, and not very derogatory. And I'm sure we're going to get some derogatory parts out here. I'm quite sure of it, but we've got a long-term relationship here. Now, this person may fear, I don't want to say this. This person could be the type of person, and I want to say this especially if they're a masculine, in a masculine and female relationship, or if they're a masculine in a same gender relationship here, and they consider themselves the more masculine. By the way, this is the same for a female same gender relationship here as well, okay? So we're looking at the person who's the more masculine in the relationship, because even in same gender relationships, one of you will take a more masculine role and one of you will take a more feminine role, okay? So we are looking at the masculine here, and we are looking at that this person is the more masculine, okay? If you are a masculine watching this for a female in particular, and your female is very, very feminine, and you are like the main like masculine figure in the relationship, this may not be the path for you, okay? If we are looking at a male watching this for a female, for instance, your female is going to be a very kind of like masculine female. I've said in a previous reading once, and it always makes me giggle whenever this pops into my head. For some reason, this just sticks in my head. A very Bruce Willis kind of feminine. It just makes no sense, but it really made me laugh. So you could be looking at a female who is quite masculine, okay? I'd say that I'm a female who's naturally has a lot of like masculine energy. I'm trying to work on diminishing that masculine energy and sitting more on my feminine energy, because I do think it's getting in the way of my love life. But yeah, I would call myself a very masculine female. Okay, so you know, we don't have to have like Bruce Willis with a wig on, alright, if we're looking at masculine female. Unless you think I look like Bruce Willis with a wig on, and in that case, keep those comments to yourself, okay? I don't need to hear that shit. But yeah, this person, I think outside, day to day, it's like I'm feeling that no feminine energy is going to tell me what to do. I'm not under the thumb, I'm not a simp, you know, things like this. But when they have late night thoughts of you, like, they just think about serving you. Because in their comfortable energy, they are very naturally serving and giving and loving. They get off on serving you. I don't know whether you've noticed, if you have had sex with this person, that they just want to please you. And that they're a little bit like they're your little doggy in the bedroom. It's like they just want to worship you, they want to please you, they want to do things for you. And again, like, this is something that some of you may not realise with this person. Like, they are a bit of a simp underneath it all. And I don't fully know what simp means, so I hope I'm using it in the right context, but they're, you know, they're a little bit of you know, they like to be down there in the bedroom. And there's also something here about, okay, there's two scenarios here. For those of you who've been in a long-term connection with this person is like, wow, like, this person knows me deeper than anyone has ever known me, and also will ever know me. There's something about you knowing how to press their buttons better than anyone else would. And they know this, and they get off on this, knowing that you are the only person who can make them and their body do certain things. And then for those of you who've been in a shorter connection with this person knows that you guys can reach higher levels SE-actually. And they're like, oh my gosh, like, this person hasn't even seen this side of me yet, and hasn't even experienced this side of me yet, and I haven't even experienced this side of them yet. It's like they know that there's so much more to discover between you guys. And it kills them to think that potentially you're not going to have that opportunity. Do you know, there's a lot of instinct here, actually. So they're upset that they know that you guys could have some amazing SEX, even heightening like your current good SE-actual bond. And I do feel that there is a very good SE-actual harmony between you guys. This ain't no bad sex kind of relationship here, okay, or connection. So yeah, some of you, like, this person lies awake at night thinking, damn, like, it would be a crying shame if we couldn't take this SE-actual bond even further. And for a lot of you, this person wants to impregnate you. Just being real with you, this person wants, yeah, both. So if you're wondering why I'm not showing you these cards, they're a little bit rude and I can't, okay? But we've got pregnancy in both of these cards. Like, this person wants to have a baby with you, or this person wants to do it with you 24/7, where it's kind of like, wow, like there's not a chance that we're not going to make a baby because we're going to do it so much. Like, it's getting a bit crude, I'm going to shoot my load on them so many times that there ain't a chance that this person's not going to get pregnant, okay? There's an element here as well, more rude cards. I mean, you can see on one side of it, a little bit rude there, but I don't think it's going to be a problem for Whitey. But anyway, whatever. Sorry, I'm kind of just speaking to myself now, and I just mumbling to myself and not even saying words. There's something around this person really enjoying showing you off, because I've got the Three of Cups here, and with the Three of Cups, it's three people having a good time. One female who's kind of given a lot of attention to, you know, one of the guys. Okay, so one female, two guys. Female's giving a lot of attention to one of the guys, whilst the other guy is just watching. So this person that you're dealing with, they really like to show you off. They have a lot of pride in you. Like, this is very like trophy wife, trophy girlfriend kind of energy here. And I think they lay awake at night, sometimes thinking, either getting off on doing it with you in front of people, but I do also think on a deeper level, because this is a deeper pile number one, I do think they, again, there's a lot of loss here, a lot of thoughts of loss last thing at night with you guys. This person also thinks, like, I don't know, even like, I don't know what my reputation's going to be like without having pile number one on my arm. I know I'm not going to shine as bright. And for those of you who haven't been introduced to the friends or the family yet, like, deep down, this person wants to. This person knows that their close ones would be proud of them and also be very supportive of you. And again, it's this feeling of like, it would be a shame if we didn't reach the point where I could show my pile number one off. It's so bizarre, because this person's giving off a very different energy on the surface to what they're thinking underneath the surface, but there's so much fear and so much like lack of confidence in this person to actually show you all of this love and adoration that they have for you. I've got the Knight of Cups here as well, and it's just very romantic, it's very caring. It's like they really do think about doing romantic things for you and like making love to you and stuff like that. You know, this isn't somebody who's got like crazy like kink and they just want to do this thing to you whilst they're touching themselves late at night when they're all on their own and not tell you in person because it's so bizarre. Like, no, this is somebody who's very misunderstood within this connection. Let's see what else the bowls can bring for us, please. On the floor, Hadouken. Damn, that bloody Hadouken, always coming out. I might rip up Hadouken now. Silk sheets. Alright then, so we've got silk sheets. I honestly feel like this is an indication of like, I just want to experience you. I love how you smell, I love how you taste, I love how your body feels in my hands, in my arms. Like, this is making love kind of energy. They genuinely just romanticize, fantasize, think about making love to you. Like, late at night, their late night thoughts are literally, I just want to make love, I just want to hold pile number one's head, pull them close, kiss their flipping face off, get as deep as possible as I can with them. On the floor as well, and I don't know whether you guys who have got an SE actual connection with this person already, I don't know whether you guys are known to kind of just do it wherever. Like, it's just like when the moment takes you, it's like, I just got to take you now, because that's coming up as well when they think about you late at night. They're just like, I just want to like pick them up, for instance, okay? I just want to drive, I want to pick them up, I want to get them in the car, I just want to take them. I want to go on a late night walk with them, and then just when I feel it, I just want to push them up against the fence and just take them, okay? It's this kind of energy, but even when they're taking you in random places, it's very sensual. I'm feeling like a lot of like deep sensuality, and it's good, okay? It's good. And Hadouken is a move in Street Fighter. I'm done with it. I'm done with Hadouken, guys. I'm sick of explaining it. Hadouken is a moving street fighter where they create a ball of energy and throw at the other person, okay? But when I pull Hadouken, which I will never do again, it's just an indication that your energy is like very, very connected. Even if you're not connected, even if you fell out with them, even if you're separated, your energy is connected. Your energy just vibes. You are a energetic match. You are a chemical match. And again, that is why like we're having these like making love kind of energies coming in, because you know, if you're not that into somebody, you've got to switch up those positions more often. If you're not into somebody, you've got to get really dirty. If you're not into somebody, for instance, you've got to get right. I need a bit of the front, I need a bit of the back, I need a bit of this, I need a bit of that. And I'm not saying like if you are in a connection and you're doing all these different things, it means that you don't have a strong asexual chemistry. But you look, right? If you've been in a long-term relationship and you're switching things up, switching those positions up for you, or whatever Ariana Grande says, you're going to switch up positions, you're going to do things different, you're going to experiment. But if you guys get bored in missionary, right, yes, okay, my camera's going to switch off, so I'm going to see you on the other side, alright, one sec. Right, I'm going to go on a spiel now, guys, because missionary is my favourite position. I flipping love it. That is my go-to position. You know, you could have somebody who's like, oh, I like it when I'm doing a handstand and like they're doing me from behind whilst I'm doing this handstand, and I'm not even leaning up against the wall, I'm doing this handstand, like just free handstanding, do you know what I mean? I'm not even leaning on anything. Like, okay, that's great, you're a gymnast. But the missionary position is so perfect because you just look into each other's eyes, you can kiss with ease without anyone getting a cricked neck. You can wrap your legs around them, you can pull them close. Just literally, like, it's just the perfect position. Now, if you are having sex with somebody and you can't feel anything in the missionary position, that ain't the person for you. And that's my personal opinion. And people who say that they dislike missionary, you just ain't had the right missionary. But I don't class you, part of the ones, as only doing missionary. That's not what I'm saying here. But you guys, if you were forced to only do missionary for the rest of your lives, you could handle it because because you guys have that energetic connection where, I mean, you don't have to go full on PORN star to have fun in the bedroom with this person. You could, I think some of you could even OG. By the way, that's orgasm, okay? But I use OG so that I don't have any issues with YT. I think some of you could just OG just by staring into this person's eyes. Like, that's how fire your energy is. Or your energy connection is, guys. So yeah. Okay. Part number 1. I'm gonna leave that there. I hope this helps in some way. I hope it resonates in some way. If you did like this reading and you made it this far, I do ask that you do me a massive favour and you do like this video by clicking that little thumbs up down there. Also, comment down below if you have anything to say at all. I absolutely love hearing from you guys, and be sure to subscribe because it means that you do get notified whenever I post a brand new pick a card reading, and it also shows me that you are enjoying the readings and that you want me to continue to bring these readings your way. Take care of yourselves, part number 1, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye. Part number 2, what's good? How are you? So we are looking into what are their late night thoughts of you. So when they lay awake at night or when they get into bed and they're drifting off and you pop into their mind, what are they thinking? Part number 2. So you guys chose the wheel, but I didn't tell you that there was a sneaky 4 of cups hiding behind the wheel. So what I see here for you and the person who is on your mind, there is a very, very strong energy pulling you guys together. Very strong. And I think for a lot of you, it's very unexplainable because I do have the 12th house here, I have Neptune here, and I have Pisces here on the dice. Dude, Pisces rules the 12th house, and Neptune is also the planet that rules the 12th house in Pisces. This is all Pisces 12th house Neptunian energy here, guys. So there's something pulling you guys towards each other that is beyond anything logical. This is just a feeling that you guys have. But I do also feel that this pull is something to do with your past lives as well. I feel like you and this person could have been in a long-term marriage or connection in a past life, and I think your energies are recognizing each other, and it's like, damn, why is this person standing out a mile to me? Or for those of you who are actually in like a long-term connection with this person, there could be an energy of, why can I just not pull away from this person? It's like your energies are like magnets. Now I do want to say, for a lot of you pile number twos, this could be a crush situation or a very, very early on kind of like chatting and getting to knowing each other kind of situation, because regardless of how fate is pulling you guys together, we do have this Four of Cups energy, which is a very kind of like, when I think of the Four of Cups, I think about a missed opportunity. So it makes me feel of a situation where either one of you or both of you aren't looking for this or aren't ready for this, okay? As I said, this could be one of you, where one of you could be ready and the other person isn't, and that makes this very complicated. Or both of you are just kind of like, I wasn't really looking for anything, but I cannot ignore this massive, massive, massive pull. Oh gosh, okay. I can feel this one being quite complicated already. So this person is most certainly in their heavy masculine energy. So we are looking at masculine energies here. And I said the same for pile number one. This could be a male and female situation, and we are looking at the male here. But if this is a same gender situation, we are looking here today at the more masculine energy within the connection. Because even if you're in the same gender connection, you will have a more masculine figure within that connection and a more feminine and passive figure within that connection. So we are looking at the masculine energy here today, and you are the more feminine energy here today, regardless of gender. So yeah, there's something around this person as well. Oh God, I like them. There's something very, very SE about this person. Now for some of you, you may feel this draw as a very strong SE actual draw. Like you might just be like, I don't know what it is, but this person just gets me like, for them, because I'm really feeling that kind of energy. Like even like I don't know if we've got Leo energy here, okay, because I'm hearing like a kind of like raw thing. I'm so sorry if that's so cringe, but like that's what I'm feeling. There's a lot of like animalistic energy between you guys. It's actually quite overwhelming that it's making me kind of lose my shit a little bit here right now. Of course we could be looking at very strong Piscean energy. I do also want to say, by the way, you could have the Leo energy and the Pisces energy, or they could have the Leo energy or the Pisces energy, okay? This is vice versa here today. But I do want to say, if you put your synastry charts together, your astrological synastry charts together, which is where you take your birth chart and their birth chart, pop them on top of each other and see how everything interacts, there could be a lot of 12th house placements, okay? 12th house placements are not easy. Now, there is a nice 12th house placement, which is the moon. The moon is very, very nice in the 12th house. I also want to say having Neptune in another person's 12th house would be very, very nice as well. Psychic connections right there. But some other planets, like having the sun in each other's 12th house, even Mercury in each other's 12th house, planets like that can be a little bit difficult. And I want to say here with you guys, the fate that you're feeling is real. Okay, the energy you're feeling is real. The pull that you're feeling is real. It doesn't mean that this connection is going to be, I can't pick up this card, easy breezy, okay? It doesn't guarantee that this connection is going to be simple. You know when like, we watch Disney films, I mean I haven't watched a Disney film for a long time, I don't really remember what actually happens in these Disney films, but you know when you watch films and it's like, fate brought us together and the relationship was perfect, our communication was perfect, we spent every day with each other until we were 80 years old, and you know, unfortunately one of them passed away. The SEX was perfect, just I loved their family loved me, and I became one with their friends group. The fated energy doesn't guarantee that, Like, when you feel a fated connection with somebody, it means that you've got a contract with them up there in the heavens. And you don't know what's within that contract. You signed it. Point number two, you and this person have signed it for some reason. We don't know what's within that contract, okay? Just like when you start a new job, it's like, the pay's good, but my God, they work me to the bone, all right? You don't know what's coming. Okay, so just bear that in mind. And also, there's a yarn of string here, yarn of wool, or whatever you flipping want to call it. It's a yarn of wool, a lot of red energy here as well, giving me Aries energy. I think that's that kind of passion between you both. Yeah, you guys are hot together. Like, I think you're the kind of people, and I know I've just kind of gone off on a tangent, but I'll come back to this string in a minute. But you two are the kind of people where it's just like, I want to see them naked, I want to see partner 2 naked. Oh my God, I think I'd lose my mind if I saw partner 2 and their person naked. Like, you two are hot, like, to the point where it's like, yeah, it's like savage. Okay, the yarn of wool. All I'm hearing here is, how long is a piece of string? So for those of you watching this who aren't in a long-term relationship with this person, and by the way, if you are in a long-term relationship with this person, you're wondering when this is going to start getting easy, how long is a piece of string? But for those of you who aren't in a connection with this person, or for those of you who are in like a crush kind of stage with this person, the outcome of this, the time scale around this is unknown. How long is a piece of string? We don't know, do we? We don't know. Is this part of the contract? The fact that you need to be comfortable with not knowing. You need to be comfortable potentially with entering something for some of you without knowing what the outcome is. Yeah, because some of you could be in a situation personally where you're a little bit lost. I'm just hearing lost at sea. Maybe you're lost in your emotions. Maybe you're confused about your emotions at the moment. Maybe you've just opened the floodgates to your emotions and you're just like, whoa, I'm feeling feelings that I've never felt before. I'm feeling feelings that I've never felt for like 10 years. Lost at sea is what I'm hearing here very, very strongly. And I think some of you are allowing fate to rule your life, and you're forgetting that there's a balance between action and fate. It's just like manifestation. It's great for you to manifest something. It's great for you to do the visualization. It's actually really fun to create the vision board, as much as people will poo-poo vision boards. But you can't successfully manifest that thing unless you put some action into it as well. It needs to be a balance. You need to get the energy right within you and then physically get the energy right outside of you, okay? Everything starts from within. What you make of that energy that starts from within is a more practical, hands-on thing, okay? So some of you may be leaving this connection up to fate. Some of you could be in a long-term relationship with this person. It's not going easy breezy for you, but you're just like, we'll just wait and see whether things just fall into place. No, part number 2, you're supposed to be making things fall into place. And for those of you where this is a crush or an early on kind of thing, again, it could be this energy, I'm just letting, fate do its thing, and if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. No. Spirit is saying, put action in if you want something. Put in this divine masculine go-getting physical energy if you want something, and that's just a side note, and that doesn't have to just be with this situation. This could be in general. This could be in career, okay? Some of you may be in situations where you're like, I'm a bit lost even in career and lost when it comes to like friends and things like that. Put in some physical action, okay? Don't leave everything up to fate. Your energy is required too. Now this person, you're mirroring each other. Oh my gosh, yes, Pisces. Pisces energy is the mirror. It's when you look into the water and you see your reflection looking back at you. You guys are ultimate mirrors. This could be a twin flame connection here. It doesn't have to be, but it could be for some of you. And those of you who are in twin flame connection, you're going to know about it. You're going to go, yeah, this is my twin flame, babes. So, But you are mirroring each other. So if you're feeling this fated pull and you're wondering whether they're feeling it too, 100% they're feeling it. Now you're going to feel it in different ways because you're at different stages in your life. You've obviously opened up your floodgates, okay? You're lost at sea. We know this already about you. We don't know where they are yet. They could be lost on land, on a desert island somewhere, okay? With the sea surrounding them, but not touching them, all right? So they might not be floating on their emotions, but you are. So how you're both dealing with this energy, this feeling, this pull that you're getting, it could be very different, even though you're feeling the same thing, okay? But again, they're in a situation at the moment where they're I think they're focusing on their fitness, their health, their physical appearance. I want to say this person loves themselves quite physically. I'm getting quite like a Leo energy with this, like very much kind of like, I love myself. I think this person is this person's very comfortable in their masculinity. Whether they are a male or not, they're very comfortable in their masculinity. They know their masculine power. They know that they're hot. They know that they're sexy. I feel very, very strongly here. Even if this is like a deep, deep, deep down feeling, because I was speaking to a friend about this today, and I was just telling her about the way that I feel about myself. So naturally I have like a lot of like surface level confidence issues, but the thing that keeps me going is deep, deep down in my heart, in my soul, a little fire burns, and that little fire says to me like, even if you're feeling shit on the outside, you can make anything happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if you're feeling unconfident and like you don't think you look very good, this is like the voice inside me. It's not. Is that the voice inside? I feel like I'm actually being a bit mean about the voice inside me. The voice inside me is more booming. Even if you are feeling you are not worthy of somebody, use this little fire inside of you and make yourself worthy. Okay, so no matter what I want to achieve in life, even if I am shaking with fear, I know I'm worth that thing, because that teeny weeny little fire just constantly burns within me regardless of what I go through. So this person, quite frankly, could have that teeny weeny little fire within them that makes them believe in themselves, even if at times on the surface it doesn't look like they believe in themselves. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. Hope you understand that. But I think the feelings that they're feeling around this situation is this easy breezy and someday feeling, which it's just not very go-getting, okay? But I think this person isn't in a go-getting energy when it comes to love or furthering your connection if you are already involved, because I gotta look at the bottom of the deck. Page of Swords. They're too up in their head to be in their heart. And they're too up in their head about love. They're overthinking love, they're overthinking relationships. I want to say this person's had... I actually want to say this person may have never had an actual happy, fulfilling, successful relationship. And that's FC UK'd, isn't it? So they're overthinking this. I think they're even in a phase of love doesn't exist. You may have heard this person say love doesn't exist. I can't stop looking at this man's back. And look, right, don't get me wrong, okay? I've seen this card many times. I use this deck a lot. I use this deck for these readings. I use this deck for personal readings. By the way, if you do want to book a personal reading, link is in the description box down below. I also pull these cards for me as well. And I never look at this man and go, aim. But today, it just makes you think this person is hot, man. This person is fire. Their back, oh, don't. Why? I mean, I'm a psychic, I feel these feelings, okay? This could be how you're feeling about this person. It's just like their arms, their back, and it's just like, you just imagine them on top of you, but I'm like seeing it like a film, like it's like a film, and they're like on top of you, and like their back just completely like shields you. Yeah, there's another word, shelters you. It's just, this person's energy and appearance just makes you feel so protected. I don't know whether you are in a very vulnerable situation at the moment, because with all this Piscean energy here, it's no boundaries. Do you have no boundaries? Does this person not have boundaries as well, because you're mirroring each other? And this person like just gives off an energy of, you're like, wow, you'd create safety for me, shielding for me. That could be a big part of this attraction here as well. But this, I don't like this, because we've got easy breezy and someday, which makes me think that this person is in an energy of, if it ain't coming to me, because it's the same as you, if it ain't coming to me, it ain't for me. So if you're both in this energy where you're not taking like solid action, whether you're with this person long term or not, it's just not happening. No matter how hard this pull is between you both, you're both in this attitude of, well, the one, my mommy and my daddy said to me that if it's meant to be, they will chase me, they will come to me. And unfortunately, it's this divine masculine here, or the person who's in the more masculine energy who's supposed to be doing the chasing, and this person ain't in the arena for chasing. They're overthinking it. So that's your person. Now, I don't know whether you guys interact a lot online. I'm getting Instagram coming through very, very strongly here. It doesn't have to be. But there's something around seeing your social media, potentially your Instagram, and being like, oh, do you know what? I date that person. But there's also an energy here of either both of you or one of you enjoying the freedom of not being too serious. And I think we are talking about those of you who have like a crush, or you're in an early stage of this connection, okay? Because we do have girl talk here, which says time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun, okay? So this could be one of you, this could be both of you, and in this case it could be both of you because we have this mirroring energy going on with you guys. So you guys are telling yourselves that you're happy with things the way that they are. Whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship with this person, you're telling yourselves that you're happy with the way that things are. But you're not, because you've got the Five of Pentacles under here, which is lack. Naturally, the Five of Pentacles can be lack of abundance, but can be lack of spiritual, a lack of spiritual, oh, my tongue is tied. Maybe this person gets your tongue tied as well. And maybe this is why, for those of you in a long-term relationship with this person, for instance, maybe you don't have these difficult conversations because you're tongue tied. But it could be a lack of finances. It can also represent a lack of spiritual connection. It could also be a lack of love and emotional connection as well here, okay? A lack of emotion. There is no water here when it comes to this card. All of the little pentacle plants are dying. So you guys, or one of you, telling yourselves, I'm just living in the moment and having fun being single. No, like you're damning your emotions. You're drying up your pentacle plants. And then we've got truth here. And I'm sorry if I'm just reiterating everything I've said, but I've got to because everything's just lining up. But the truth here is that you find each other hot. The Queen of Wands is a hottie. She is a thought. Does anyone use the word thought anymore? That's the first time I think I've ever said that word. I love it when I say like new slang words and things like that. It makes me feel so current. But the truth is, you find each other hot, and you do actually have like a strong heart connection with this person. This is even a connection where the love could literally be so spiritual, so beyond the earthly realms that it's unconditional. Oh, why? Why these blocks? Why these blocks? For those of you who never get with this person, I do want to say it might be a lesson in this lifetime where you're not supposed to be with them. You're not supposed to. Damn, what is this lesson? This ain't making no sense. Well, you're not supposed to. I can't even think of it right now. Like something wanted to come through. I'm going to pull from this. Oh. Learning. What wants to come out? Is anything going to help me here? We know that, Spirit. I'm keeping that aside. I already know that. I just haven't told the collective yet. Best dressed, sexy, healing. That's telling me something. Are you both on a journey of self-healing, of self-fulfillment, and that's like giving yourself that unconditional love? And you guys aren't going to come together until you have reached that, until you guys are happy and comfortable on your own. Until you guys actually... Some of you will reach a point where you actually do end up having a thing with this person, being with this person, or making this connection work for those of you who are already in this connection. But for those of you who don't reach that level of just self-reliance and all of that jazz, hope this is making sense, guys, like, you're not going to come together. And because there's two of you in the mix, you have to both be there. So I could be talking to a bunch of pole number twos who are there, who are like, damn, like, I'm very happy on my own. I can fulfill myself. I'm satisfied on my own. And that is what I'm looking for, a person. I was speaking to somebody today, actually, because I'm in a situation where I'm single, and don't get me wrong, I do want somebody, but I was telling this person, like, I'm just so excited about my career now. Like, I've got things in the pipeline that I'm planning. I don't know whether they're going to work out or not, so I'm not going to throw anything out there and go, hey guys, look out for this, because it may not work, it may flop. But I'm so excited for these things that I've planned. I'm literally just like, no matter what, I think work is going to be my first love for a little while. It doesn't mean I can't be in a relationship, but I'm just, I've got all these like, oh, great feelings about like things that are coming up for me. And, but if you're in that same boat, pole number two, this person may not be, okay? You've got to wait, and that's why it's, how long is a piece of string? How long is this person going to take to get to your level? We can't force this person to do ish, like, we got to wait. But on top of that, Queen of Wands, she is hot, she is SE-XE, this person fancies you, like, they think that you are just so like edible, is what I want to say. Like, they just want to taste you. There's something about them like licking you, biting you. It's just so good. Like, the feelings that I'm feeling right now between you guys and what this could be, or what this is for some of you, is just it's just so good. It's like delectable, it's what I want to say. Like, it's like, it could be really like delicious. Saying that's making me cringe a little bit, but that's what it could be. Like, the physical attraction is most certainly there, guys. At the same time, this person loves the way that you dress. They think that you are just like the SE-Xiest thing to like walk the planet. There's just something about your SE-X appeal here. And healing. You guys have the potential to be healing for each other. Now, something else I did want to say when I went on to the more like, you know, naughty bits and bobs. This person in particular loves your chest area, and if you are a female, they love your boobs. Like, they're just like so into them boobs, babes. They are just like, oh. And I think like this is where that kind of like edible thing comes from. They just want to like lick, bite, and just like play with them. They just love it. Absolutely love it. So if you do know this person, I don't know whether they've mentioned your boobs or whether like you've caught them looking at your boobs, because that's a part of you that they really, really want to see. Also, anything that this person may want, maybe they don't have a lot of feminine energy in their life to kind of soften them. Maybe they don't have anyone that they could hold, cuddle, and just feel comfortable with, and they're really drawn to your boob area because they just want that nurturing from somebody. They're seeking nurturing. But I do want to say with this person could have nurturing, but they bat it away themselves. That's a little bit confusing, I do apologise, but what comes through has to come through. Also, something here about this person seeing you or watching you from afar and seeing you flourish. Now, I don't know whether this has something to do with online. They've been watching you flourish online, maybe, or they've been watching you flourish in person. You could even work with this person, by the way, and they are watching you flourish in front of them. Maybe you've left a negative situation yourself and you've built yourself back up. And there's something around this person not wanting to be the one to kind of halt your progress for some reason. That's coming through too here. It's like they can see how happy you are, like single for some of you, or in your independent energy, and they don't know whether they're doing an injustice by coming in and removing you from that beautiful phase that you're in, whilst also not truly understanding how you actually feel to know that you would be okay with that, because you have you again, it's getting complicated. You wouldn't mind them coming in, but they are worried that them coming in would destroy something that you're building. Okay? For some of you, it may make sense. For some of you, this may be this person assuming things, all right? The camera is going to stop on me, so I'm going to see you on the other side. 2 secs. So I do want to say this person's late night thoughts about you, when it's not about sex, I do want to say it's about tactics. I'm getting like war tactics coming through as well. Like, how would I actually tactically get through this with our pile number 2? But yeah, SE actually, like, they are fantasizing about those breasticles. They are, oh, do you have a belly button ring? Okay, because that's coming through very, very strongly here, or a belly bar. There's something around that. Like, they love the top half of you, by the way. And I do think they've got a thing for the thighs as well. There's something about you being very strong. I don't know whether you give off like very like Xena warrior princess vibes. I don't know whether we are looking at like someone who is an Aries. I don't know whether you're an Aries first house, so you could be an Aries rising, you could be an Aries sun, could be an Aries Venus as well, okay? Because there's something about you giving off very strong vibes, okay? And this person, as I can see here, this person could be into their fitness, all right? Because this person clearly is, but you could also be into your fitness and your physique, and you guys as physiques just match, okay? Because I'm seeing this little couple here, and let me just check. Yeah, because I'm not showing you these cards or these cards because they're a little bit rude, but this one is YT safe, okay? So like I'm seeing like this kind of couple, okay? So they could be quite big and broad, and you could be more kind of like slender and toned, okay? You don't have to be. We do have some curves on this lady as well, okay? So we do have, yeah, she's a little bit curvy as well. So yeah, there's just something about you being shapely, yet like a bit shredded as well. Some of you may not even think you fall into that bracket. Some of you may not realize like the lovely kind of lines that you have on your body. So I'm getting like a line on your thighs. So I know I have this one where if I stand up, I've got like a muscle line going down my thigh on the side. Some of you may have some beautiful stomach lines, okay, which kind of show like definition. But again, you may be like, oh my God, I don't have like definition, but you may not realize like how defined you actually are, and that you have these little defining features on your body that makes this person like just want to nom, eat you all up. I am getting the stomach here a lot of you having a very attractive stomach. Don't know whether you like to wear your hair back a lot as well, because that's coming through. I do want to say that this person you're dealing with may have facial hair, okay, if they are actually a masculine. All right then. What else do we have? Spirit. Okay. All right then. So this person is very distracted. They do think about you late at night, but they have a lot of other things to think about as well, as what's coming through. So it's kind of like, what am I getting here? It's like they are. No, I see what I'm getting here with the distraction. So they think about you late at night. I'm getting that very strongly. They think about you. They've touched themselves over you a few times, part number 2, but they don't know how. Something very superficial around the what do you call it? What I'm trying to think of like a fancy word, but it's not coming to me, so I'm gonna have to just say it in a simple way. But you know, like the set, the theme, what happens with you guys, like the scenario. That was the word I was looking for. The scenario. Such a simple word. Oh my gosh. But the scenarios that they think about late at night with regards to you are very kind of superficial and just a little bit kinky, just because I don't think you've reached that deep level with each other to know what another person would like. I don't think many of you have actually slept with this person yet, and that's why this person is just a little bit unknown and a little bit just kind of like, well, I kind of can only think about what I like. And I think that's where the distracted thing's coming in, the selfish energy is coming through again now. I can only think what I like. So their fantasies and their thoughts about you are just based on what they like, not what you both like. So there's not a connection in these thoughts between you both. It's not like pile number one, for instance. I think pile number one were like a long-term relationship, by the way, so don't think that, you know, they're better than you or anything like that. But pile number one, it was like holding, touching, caressing, staring in each other's eyes. This one is more like, for instance, just an example, I am a man, for instance, who has been hurt. So I don't really trust people, so they're not going to fantasize about staring in your eyes. You see what I'm saying here, right? So this person is just like, it could be like something like, I really like ANAL. So I'm just going to literally smash my pile number two's back doors in, like, that's an example. That's not like a fact, all right? But I will say, they're angry. Oh my God, it makes sense why it's divine masculines came up as well. They are angry that they can't have you, Essie, actually, that they can't access you the way that they want. And I think they think to themselves, so I'm hearing the words, when I get my hands on you, and it's aggressive, and I like it. Jesus. But I'm hearing like, when I get my hands on you kind of thing, and like, I think like I can just see themselves masturbating, but they do it really fiercely. Like, it's actually quite comical what I'm seeing in my head, and I can't explain it to you, but it's like aggressive masturbation and just like, oh, I'm gonna do this to you, I'm gonna do that to you, da 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 da, all these things kind of. But it's not because this person hates you, it's not because this person doesn't respect you, it's because this person wants you, but they can't have you for some reason. I mean, I should have said this at the beginning, but this could be a relationship that's separated. You know, this could be a connection where you guys have separated. God, I wish I'd said that earlier, because I may have lost a lot of viewers without saying that, but I'm feeling that now as well, like this person can't have you. See what the balls want to give on a more SE actual basis. For our pile number twos, please. When? Oh, that echoed. Okay, got a few. First time. This person may think about your first time together. Like that when I get my hands on you, I'm going to do this to you, I'm going to do that to you. It may be this first time that rolls, like it's the same kind of fantasy they have every single time they think about you. The first time. Something very, I want to say something a little bit taboo about you guys as well, being together for some reason. I don't know whether there's any reason for that. I don't know whether it's because maybe this is somebody that you work with, maybe this is somebody who's like your brother's best friend, you know, something like this. There's something a little bit taboo between you guys as well, being with each other, so it's kind of like that first time is going to be naughty. You shouldn't be doing it that first time for some reason, and they fantasize about that set every single time, but then they change the scenario, if you know what I mean. My neck, my back, lick my and my we all know that song. But yeah, again, that's kind of like lick my which is, you know, normal, and then lick my other thing, which is, you know, to lick someone's crack. I can say crack, can't I? Because it could be talking about like cracking a glass or something like that. Oh, I cracked a glass. But to go there and do that, you have to be very, 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 very attracted to somebody. But again, it's that animalistic nature. And I know it is a very normal thing to do, by the way. I'm not like sitting here like a prude saying, oh my God, like people lick cracks. Like, but it's more like, you ain't gonna have a one night stand with someone. And I'm just assuming this, okay? You ain't gonna have a one night stand with somebody and them just be really stinky, like, and you decide to go, oh, they really smell like round the front, but F it, I'm gonna go around the back anyway. Like, you just don't do that, do you? You just don't. So to do that, you have to be really attracted to somebody in a very kind of fierce and animalistic way. And I do think this person does have fantasies about domineering you from behind in whatever way that is. And I'm hearing a word that I cannot say at all here. I know I can't say at all, I won't get away with it. But I feel that when it comes to taking someone from behind, it is an act of sheer dominance. And I do feel like people who are very, very attracted to the back doors instead of the front doors, either they love being dominated and they're just like, dominate me, daddy, or they love being that daddy. And I think because this person hasn't got control over you in whatever way that is, because they either can't access you or they can't control the relationship, or you're too much for them and they can't control you. They just want to bash those back doors. I don't know why I'm hearing that so much for you guys. I just want to break those back doors in. Oh my god, what? So they literally imagine that. That is what they're thinking about late at night, guys. So if you're ever sitting in bed and you're feeling like a pain go through your bum, I was saying this. This person's psychically doing your back doors, but whatever. Okay, I don't even know when I'm going to get in trouble for saying that. Oh, please don't get me into any trouble. And your scent drives me wild. Like, that's that pull between you guys. Like, this person wants to lick, taste, bite. They want to go everywhere. They want to smell all of you. Like, they want to smell your pheromones. I don't know whether you guys have been to the same gym previously, or go to the same gym as well. I don't know whether this person's been close enough to you to smell you for some reason. They've smelt your pheromones, or they just don't know that they've smelt your pheromones and they've got close to you and just been like, "Wow, God, I want to just pounce on pile number 2." But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave that there. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you resonated in some way. If you did make it this far, I do ask that you do me a beautiful, beautiful favour and you hit that like button. Also, comment down below if you have anything to say, if you resonate, if you just want to say hey. I absolutely adore hearing from you guys. So please always feel free to comment down below. We've got a little community down there and I absolutely love it. So you're more than welcome to share. And also, make sure you subscribe, guys, because your subscriptions tell me that you guys are enjoying these readings. It also tells me that you want me to make more of them. But when you subscribe, I can tell you whenever I do post a brand new pick a card reading. So take care of yourselves, pile number 2. Good luck with this. I'd love to hear your stories around this one, by the way. I really would. Even if you guys are in that kind of crush situation, come back to the comments and tell me if you do end up, getting it together, and tell me how and stuff like that, because we do have a block here, pile number 2. I ain't gonna lie, there's a block. It's a stalemate situation is what I see. It's like that chess situation where neither of you can make a move, because if one of you makes a move, it could make the other one, or could create a detriment to the other person. So yeah, this one will be quite interesting to hear your stories about. So pile number 2, I'm gonna love you and leave you. And until next time, how do you end that phrase? Until next time, take care. Yeah, okay, bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Let's have a look and see whether we can gather any information around their late night thoughts about you. So when they get in bed at night and they clear their mind for the first time in the day and you pop in, what are they thinking, pile number 3? Let's find out. So you guys chose the Emperor card, but I didn't tell you that there is a cheeky, sneaky little Justice card that was hiding behind the Emperor card. But when I look at these two, it makes me think of you and your person. Now, if this is a same gender relationship, make this fit, okay? Because I'm going to describe these two people, so please don't feel secluded because we have a masculine and a feminine here, or male and a female here, okay? But I feel, and this could be vice versa, so make it fit for you, but I feel like your person could be very fiery, very masculine by nature, could have a lot of Aries energy, could even be somebody who's a bit confrontational, a bit warlike, okay? Somebody who just moves before they think. And then you are more of this Libran energy, very fair, very balanced, very considerate. Now you're very fair, but you still don't take SHIT, okay? So you're not a pushover, but you're fair. And I feel you being very considerate of this Emperor. For some reason that's coming through for you guys. I don't know whether they're an Aries and you're a Libra, or they have prominent Aries in their chart and you have prominent Libra in your chart. But there's also something around this Emperor really putting their foot into something, like they really FC UK'd up this time, okay? And there needs to be some kind of justice here. There needs to be some kind of balance made. So I do feel, my pile number 3s, you are in an imbalanced situation here. Now, some of you may be in a long-term relationship with this person, and this person could have outrightedly, with this card here, could have outrightedly cheated. But I also do feel that this person could have, for some of you, left, ghosted, blocked, cut you off, got back with their ex. Okay, there's all these different scenarios coming through. So this doesn't have to be like point blank cheating. This could literally be, he ghosted me, he went quiet on me, or she ghosted me, or she went quiet on me, and it made me feel cheated, all right? So don't think that I'm just talking about people who've been cheated on here. But it does seem to be that the love has been lost. I feel like you are naturally somebody who's quite vulnerable by nature. You don't mind wearing your vulnerability on your sleeve. I think your person really struggles to show their vulnerability. They really do protect their heart, and whilst protecting their heart and putting up all these boundaries around their heart, they really do cause a right mess around them whilst they do this. I do think you guys could be in separation or in some kind of distance. This could be physically, this could be communicationally. But I do want to say, whoever this person is, you did used to interact with them on a daily basis. So if you're in a long-term relationship with this person, I want to say that you saw them on a daily basis, or you lived with this person. And if you weren't official with this person, I want to say you were chatting on a daily basis, like messaging on a daily basis, calling each other regularly. So this was something that literally was part of your daily existence. So this is somebody who's been or is very prominent in your life. Now this person has so many regrets over this, and they've definitely hurt you here, definitely hurt you, because even they feel like they've crossed a boundary with you and that they don't deserve you. And they're starting to realize that their heart has been closed and how much damage they've caused by running away from anything that's good and healthy for them. Now they'll have their reasons for this, and this does very much sound like pile number 1, so I don't know whether you guys would benefit by listening to pile number 1 as well, just for some extra information here. Because pile number 1, I did get a long-term relationship where there's been a little bit of muck within the relationship. And with this one, I'm getting the more shorter term version of this. But by all means, pile number 1 and pile number 3, we could be looking at short-term relationships, short-term connections, or long-term connections. But if you are in a very long-term connection, I do want to say maybe head over to pile number 1. It may resonate with you a little bit more, because I was definitely getting that long-term energy there with pile number 1. But watch both. Honestly, if you feel like watching both, definitely watch both. This person's been wearing a mask with you for a very, very long time. And I think for some of you who are in kind of like a short-term connection with this person, I don't think you've ever seen this person's true colours. They've never opened up for you to see their true self, to see their true beauty, to see that they actually are like really soft behind this very Aryan, kind of aggressive, kind of put your foot in it kind of energy. I don't know whether this person does have like Pisces in their chart, Libra in their chart as well, Taurus in their chart, Virgo in their chart. And this could be vice versa, okay? So these signs could resonate with you also. There's something softer about your person underlying, and I don't know whether they've got some Pisces energy like hiding within their chart somewhere, or Cancerian energy, even Scorpio energy like hiding somewhere within their chart. Now, this person's ego has pushed them to hurt themselves. With heartbroken here, strength and heartbroken. They've been living in their ego, and the only person that they've hurt is themselves. Now don't get me wrong, I do think that you are hurt by this too. I do feel like you have felt a loss. But this person has self-harmed. I used this analogy a couple of days ago, but this person has self-harmed by doing what they have to you. They have so much regret. It's like losing you made them realise how perfect you are together. Losing you made them realise that you are safe, that you are the person that they genuinely want to be with long term. And I think whatever they've done, they've ended a cycle with you. The cycle of like daily contact. I do feel that there with the, oh my god, it's a fly, oh my god, I thought it was a spider. I do apologise, guys. Oh, maybe that's a shock. Maybe this end of this cycle, maybe whatever this is, has been such a shock to you, and literally like it's like really affected your heart. Oh, I don't know whether you guys have had heart pains. I don't know whether you guys have even said things like, oh my gosh, I don't know whether I'm on the verge of a heart attack. I don't know whether when this person, or you found out that this person had ghosted, left, cheated, ended, it really did kind of make your heart stop for a moment. Like it was like the shock of a lifetime, because you genuinely did not see this coming. But yeah, they ended a cycle where you guys were working on things, you guys were building. And I want to say, whatever you guys were building with the Knight of Pentacles, it was slow. You were moving slow, you were doing things slowly, you were doing things at a slower pace. Bear in mind, this person's energy isn't slow, this person's energy is fast, okay? So I don't know whether there's something there. Maybe this person overthought, had too much time to think about the situation, is something I want to say here, okay? With this slower Knight of Pentacles in the building of your connection. And maybe this person feels very uncomfortable when they've got too much time. This could be a person who likes to fill their time with socials, keeping themselves busy. This could be somebody who doesn't reflect very often. Okay, they don't really have that or make that space for that inner reflection, which is such an important part of our existence. Okay, everything is about balance in this world. So we spend half of our time outside of ourselves, interacting with other people are acting as mirrors to us. So it's so important that we do have those interactions with other people so that they can reflect back what we are projecting onto them. And then it's very important that we balance that external time out with internal time so that we can internalize and reflect on what has been reflected back to us. Everything is about balance. But this person's been spending too much time in the external and not enough time in the internal. But yeah, whatever this is, they've ended this building phase that you guys were in. And when they're at home or in bed at night, when the lights go out, their last night, the things that they think about last thing at night, and even I say first thing in the morning with this person, is how much they've FC UK'd up. How much regret they have over this, or how much regret they have over letting you go, cutting this off, or even treating you a certain way within a connection where it was inevitable that you were going to cut this off, all right? Bear that scenario in mind as well. But another thing they think about late at night, and guys, this is deeper than SEX. It really is, but we will get there. We will get there, okay? Because this is most certainly a situation where I think you've already had SEX with this person. Some of you may not have, okay? I'm not saying it's all of you, but I think a lot of you have on a daily basis. But this person, last thing at night, they think about having a new phase with you. They think about rekindling this. They think about setting this situation alight again, relight my fire. I don't know whether any of you like Robbie Williams. I don't know whether that song has any, is it Robbie Williams or is it Take That? It's Take That, isn't it? Relight my fire. Don't know whether any of you have like gone to see Take That in concert or you guys have gone to see like a tribute Take That band or something like that, where the Take That is prominent in your connection for some reason. That's very, very random, but that may be for one or two of you. But again, this person's not showing this. Some of you may not know that this person wants to relight the fire between you guys because they're hiding it. I think some people within who are watching this pile, some of your people will be hiding it because they feel so foolish about what they've done. They're having to like delude themselves to think, yeah, I've done the right thing, I did the right thing, yeah, Levin was doing the right thing, when really deep down their heart is aching and breaking, and they're constantly back and forth thinking, oh god, but did I do the right thing? No, I think I did the right thing. But did I? No, I think I did the right thing. And I think for some of you, this person is literally like in tears last thing at night. Like, this is how deep this connection is. Like, they're in tears and they're like, but I can't show this. This isn't what a masculine energy shows. A masculine energy doesn't show the pain and the emotion. Maybe this person can't express this pain and emotion to anybody because they don't want anyone to know how much they have cried and cry over this situation. But they I want you back, yes I do now, I want you back, ooh, ooh, baby. Okay, we've got that. By the way, somebody commented, just a random person commented on one of my latest videos, I think maybe it was the last one, and said, these new tarot readers, or like these new tarot readers on the black block or whatever, just singing like right in the middle of a reading, and how it really irritates them. And it's like, what? It's just good fun, it's jovial, it's good fun. But I do apologise if I have annoyed anybody by just bursting into song. But to that person who probably isn't watching, and if you are watching, then why were you so horrible? But to that person, I am going to continue singing because it makes me happy. Anyway, now, another thing that they think about late at night is how much you are their perfect person physically. But it's not, the thing is with this pole number 3, it's physical attraction, but it goes beyond hot. Like, this is beautiful. This person thinks about how beautiful you are, and you are, then they know that they're never going to find anybody as beautiful as you. There could be something very natural about your beauty as well. You could be the kind of person who looks great with makeup on and looks great without makeup on. The kind of person who looks great when you wear like a very fancy dress, but then you also look great when you're just wearing your sweats. You've got like a very like, I want to say like there's like a Greek goddess energy coming in. Like, you know those statues where the ladies normally have like, I want to say like smaller boobs. Doesn't have to be, you could have big boobs, okay? But I'm just thinking about these statues in general. I'm sure some statues where the women have smaller boobs, and there's some statues where the women have bigger boobs. But what I'm seeing in particular is like a very like medium-sized chest and like very big hips, okay? And you don't have to have that body type. If you do not have that body type, don't worry, this pole is still for you, okay? But there could be something very sculpturesque about your body if you do not resonate with that body type. It could even be, if you are someone who's less curvy, it could be like they look at a magazine advert in Elle or Cosmopolitan. I don't know why they're reading that. If they are the masculine, I'm not too sure why, but maybe they're at the hairdressers and they pick up a magazine, for instance, and there's a designer advertisement there, maybe it's Louis Vuitton, and they're like, oh my gosh, like I have literally just given up perfection because this supermodel is resembling my pole number 3, and people this just, can you see what I'm saying here? So they're either looking at some kind of advertisement or some kind of depiction of beauty and being like, whoa, I had that, and when I had that, I had no idea how valuable that was, because they were so blinded wearing this mask and trying to hide their feelings and protect their heart for no flipping reason whatsoever. And the reason I say this and them only just kind of realising it is because we've got lightning here, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation and passion. It's like it just hit them boom like that when they lost you, that you are the ultimate beauty, that your beauty is valued in society, whether it's a Greek goddess, like they could literally be looking online and they see something about Greek goddesses and they'll go, that's weird, that looks like my pole number 3, and they're like, damn, like my pole number 3 has been depicted as a Greek goddess and I've let this person go. Or a Greek god, by the way, or a Greek god. Or again, you know, they could flip the pages of like a fancy magazine and go, oh my gosh, like that looks just like my pole number 3. And this person is a high-flying supermodel. I have just let my own personal supermodel go. Like, they're just like, I am a fool. And I'm here to say, yes, they are fools. But they've only just realised the insane chemistry that you guys had and just how flipping passionate the energy between you guys were and how much they absolutely fancy you to the core. As I said, you know, it's beyond hot, it's beyond fit, like it's beautiful. And they know that people are going to want to snap you up, and that's another thing. They're just like, oh no, 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 no. Other people are going to try and take this thing that I've lost, and it's driving them absolutely mad with like confusion, lust, passion and also jealousy. Because, you know, when you're passionate about somebody, you do get like hate coming in there, jealousy coming in there. Like, I think they're jealous of other people, like getting up in your energy. I think they're very hating about other people getting up in your energy. You may actually see some rage from this person if you are in contact with them and you show any signs of anybody else getting up in your energy. And they generally do see you and they're watching you live your like best life. And for those of you who are like, I ain't living my best life, like I got some work to do. One, they think that you are because they see you as this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful goddess or god. But two, if you're not living your best life right now, believe me, it's coming. Part number 3, I can see it. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Your dreams are about to come true. And your person feels this. They feel that your dreams are about to come true. Take a chance, risk. I do think they want to take a chance on you again. I do think they, like pawn number 2 for instance, it didn't look like any moves were going to be made, but here pawn number 3, it looks like your person is thinking about making moves, or they are already making moves back to you to rekindle this with you, to make up with you with regards to whatever this thing is that they've done, because they know that you're the one and they have just opened their heart. What was I saying? At the beginning of this reading, they closed their heart. Their boundaries are up, and now they're opening that heart. They found the key and they're opening that heart to gain their wish fulfillment. And I think this person, you know, is cocky enough to even think that they are still or can be your wish fulfillment if they come at you right. So if you are in distance with this person, I do want to say this person is most probably going to come back and try their luck with you, take a chance and take a risk by actually making your dreams come true. Sounds so conceited on their behalf, but they think they can make it this work, all right? And it's your choice whether they are your wish fulfillment or not. Because they're not willing to accept that this is over. They're just not willing to accept that this is done. Okay. Let's pull some little bits and bobs from the bowls. See what we've got for you guys. What are they thinking about in these moments of passion and actually, please spirit? Okay. Body. Of course, this is what I was saying about those Greek goddesses. They're just like seeing like your body being the ultimate depiction of beauty. You know, it could even be like they see that your body is like the most fashionable body type, because we all know that it's actually really bad, isn't it, how body types can be claimed as fashionable and how we decide to manipulate our bodies and risk our health to have the most fashionable body type. I just wish that we could eliminate any trends when it comes to a body type. It is just so bad for the psyche and so bad for our physical health. And I've really had to try very hard myself recently to come to terms with my body type, just because we have this era where like we have like big hips as being classed as beautiful, and my gosh, it is. I'm a Taurus Venus, so I'm very attracted to that very feminine body type, but I don't have it. I have feminine aspects to my body, like I genuinely do. I'm not completely straight up and straight down, but I don't have that voluptuous Greek goddess kind of empress-esque kind of body type, and I've had to try really hard not to manipulate my body to try and feel accepted. And I just wish that we could all just accept ourselves for how we are. And also, do you know what? Just in the media, why can't we just see more range in body types? In music videos, for instance, why can't we see slender women, slim, thick women, bigger women? Why can't we see the whole range just being worshipped? In magazines, why does it have to be size 0 models, like constantly? No, like we need to, I'm saying this like I can do something about it, but it just really irritates the absolute living arse off me, like it genuinely does. But they love your body. Let's get back to it. They love your body. After my little rant, we know this. We know this, pile number 3. On the beach. And I made love for the first time. Like, I really do think a lot of you have actually had sex with this person, and this person's never been able to make love to anybody in the past. Like, genuinely, it is just you, and this is resonating so much with pile number 1, guys, so I would highly suggest that you go over there and check that out as well. But this person knows that they just can't get that same sexual energy with anyone else. These two are poking out at me. We've got soulmate and we've got blonde, okay? So I really do feel like this person is your soulmate. I do feel like this person is an ultimate soulmate as well. So this is somebody who is a very prominent soulmate in your life, either meaning that you guys are going to go long term, or whether it means that you're going to learn a very, very big life lesson from this person that's going to completely switch your perspective and maybe even push you towards this 9 of Cups wish fulfillment, okay? Because, you know, crops, vegetables, flowers, all of these beautiful things, they grow from SHIT, don't they? So even if this doesn't work out for you guys, you're going to have some ultimate growth that is going to really, it's going to be a big part. This situation is going to really influence your future. And even if this situation is a negative situation, it's really going to influence your future in a very, very, very positive way. So hang in there, pile number 3, if you're hanging on for dear life. And blonde as well. Now, for some of you, they may be blonde. For some of you, you may be blonde. For some of you, you may wear blonde wigs. You may have blonde streaks in your hair, okay? But I think there's something around the hair colour blonde here, okay? For some of you, it may mean something to you. It doesn't even have to be your hair colour, okay? It's like me, for instance, I've been saying recently, the next person I get with, I want them to be like blonde haired and blue eyed. I mean, I'm not super, super, super fussy about it, but my type before that is dark hair, dark eyes. I have just always had the dark hair, dark eye type. And I've been hurt a lot by men with dark hair and dark eyes, so I'm ready to just switch it up and see how it goes with someone with blonde hair and blue eyes. I mean, look, I'm not going to be fussy about it, but it could be literally something like that. You may have said, do you know what, next time I'm going blonde. Okay, so bear that in mind. On the beach then, I don't know whether you guys have a memory of having sex on the beach, because I want to say that this person, that scenario really does kind of come into their head when they want to think about you in an actual way. Maybe this person lives by the beach, maybe you live by the beach, maybe you guys have like the dream holiday in mind that you've spoken about, and you've like talked about like, oh my god, yeah, like when we go there we can have sex on the beach, and it's been like a little bit of a fantasy for you guys. But either way, this is a scenario that this person constantly thinks about. It's probably a big, like I don't even want to call it a kink, but it's a go-to way that this person can, you know, touch themselves. When they're touching themselves and they're like, let's think about the beach scenario, and like it seems to always get them off. I want to pull like just one more of these for this, just to get some extra information, because this wasn't the most actual. And it doesn't mean that you guys don't have like a strong actual attraction for each other. I just think it's a lot deeper. Like your guys' situation and connection is a lot deeper than the sex. Or maybe there's just been a lot of drama recently that the sex has kind of fell to the wayside, if that makes sense. Fell to the wayside, is that a saying? I'm not too sure. So instead of them being like, right, I'm gonna get in bed, for instance, and with the lights off, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna have a WANK or whatever. They're like, there's less, they're turned on less, not because they're turned on less by you, they're heavily, heavily turned on by you, but they're thinking about how crap they are more than anything, and it kind of turns them off a little bit, is what I want to say, because of how much they've bombed this up, guys. Like how much they've really, really made a mistake. I think it also kills them to think that they can't have you sexually again. So it's like if they're touching themselves over you, they're literally like, like it's irritating them so much, and they're just like, it makes them even more angry that they've lost you, because they're like, I'm torturing myself by thinking about my pile number 3 in this sexual way. they're really torturing themselves at the moment. I'm sorry it ended so soon. Now, oh, that was my stomach. Normally, when it comes to this phrase in this bowl, it's like, oops, sorry I, OG'd too soon. But I think this is a double entendre here. Because one, I think you may know this person as somebody, if you have been intimate with them, that they do end quite quickly. For some of you who haven't had intercourse with this person, I do want to say that they fear that they would end too quickly with you, or they know that it ain't gonna last with you. They may have said to you, like, palm number 3, babes, like, you know this ain't gonna last, okay? First time we do it, it's gonna be quick, I'm just letting you know. But I do also think this is about the whole connection on a deeper level. They are so sorry that this ended so soon. They made a massive mistake. And palm number 3, I don't know how you feel about that. I don't know whether some of you weren't even were expecting this person to come up in this reading. There may be some of you where you were just like, I was coming in for like somebody that I met at the gym, and you're telling me about my ex, or you're telling me about the person I was dating before. And I'm sorry if that is the case. This person wants to come through because they want to tell you that they regret it and they miss you and they want you in all aspects. Like, they just don't want you in the bedroom. They don't just miss that lingerie that you wore, like miss your touch. Like, there's a song coming through, and I'm sure it's a Justin Bieber song, but I just can't think of it right now. But it's like, they don't just miss your body, they miss it all. They miss your heart, they miss your soul, they miss your mind. So yeah, some of you needed to hear that for some reason. So, okay. Part number 3. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did make it this far, I please ask that you do hit that like button. It helps the channel grow, it helps the video circulate. And if you do have anything to say at all, feel free to share your story, feel free to share your thoughts. Feel free to just say hey in the comment box down below, because I absolutely adore hearing from everybody. And also, I do ask that you subscribe to this channel if you do enjoy these readings. It lets me know that you want me to create more readings like this for you. And also, subscribing lets you know whenever I do post a brand new pick a card reading. So, take care of yourselves. Beautiful, beautiful and amazing pile number 3. I shall see you next time. Goodbye.